Good evening, everyone, and welcome to my latest Temu haul. Yes, another Temu haul. I know I just did one the other day, but things were rolling in, and so I want to get started right away. And in this video, during parts of it, I'm going to tell you how I get the best deals that I can get on Temu. Okay, so let's start. So stay with me. And if you like the video, please subscribe. Please hit the subscribe button. It helps. Actually, I just found out a couple things about the algorithm, and supposedly getting likes and comments is actually more important somehow than how many viewers you get. I guess because what they do is they take all the likes, the comments, and all those things like that, and then they divide it by the number of views you get. So if you have a high rate of people liking your video or commenting, or even if they don't like it, as long as they comment, it helps your video. Okay, I'm going to start with this blouse. Let me get right in here because I have a whole giant bag. Let me see. Gigundous bag right here of little bags filled with smaller Temu bags. Okay, this first one is a blouse, and it is kind of that flat polyester, which I kind of hoped it wasn't, but it does have these kind of cute chiffon semi see-through sleeves in it, which I think saves the blouse. Okay, and that saves it a little bit. And I don't know how much I paid for this, but I will, if I don't mention it later, I will put it in the comments. And I definitely like that blouse. I can almost guarantee you it's mostly, if not all, polyester. So maybe I will only say the composite 100% polyester. What do you know? Well, what do you know? All right, let's see. I will have to get back to you on the price of that. Okay, and it did fit me well, and I think I got a 2X. I've been finding on Temu, I've been getting the 2X. Yeah, 2XL, and it fits me great. And I don't know if it's just my imagination, but it seems like maybe the plus sizes on Temu are just a little bit smaller than the ones on Shein, although I can't say that for sure. Don't quote me on that, okay? That's just been my experience as of late. Okay, now here we have, okay, this looks like the pink shirt bag. No, that's not for the pink shirt. All right, never mind. Never mind, everyone. Okay, these are little ring sizers. I don't know if you can see them. They're plastic. And they pop into your ring, and they're supposed to stay put. And they come in different thicknesses depending on the thickness of the ring. And you can see they have like a little ridge on the sides, like to keep it on the ring. I'll have to try those out, guys, and let you know what I think of those. I got 2 sets of those, and I don't know how many were in each one. Well, I ended up paying 85 cents for each one in net. So most of the time, if I tell you a price, it's going to be the net of what I paid after promos, coupons, and credits. So they were probably asking more than 85 cents for these, but that's what I ended up paying with my credits and stuff, which I am going to talk about how I get the credits, okay, and what things I have tried on Temu that didn't work for me. Okay, this is a necklace. They were asking $7.17, but I ended up paying $2.60. I just love this. I love large jewelry, guys. I don't know, it just cheers me up. It's bright and bold, and yeah. So it's different pink beads strung together. So you could probably wear this with just about any pink top, I would say. Okay, and it's a double strand, and the beads are large. The beads are like about 1 inch thick and maybe 1.5 inches long towards the middle here. Okay, so there's that. I paid $2.60. Okay, after all my coupons. They were originally asking $7.17. Okay, this next one, I got this just for fun, guys. This is a little ring. I ended up paying $3.15. Did I say it was a little ring? Actually, it's a gigantic ring. my sister said it kind of reminds her of a toy that she had when she was young, and it made little flowers and it was called Fun Flowers. So I had to get her one of these too, and I just think that's so cute and playful. And it fits perfectly on my size 7 finger, so just keep that for reference if you do decide to buy this. It's about a size 7. Okay. All right, next is, I paid $78. They were asking $189. This is a smooth gel eyeliner. I wanted to tell you, the eyeliner I have on right now, it's like in a dark green under the eye. It is from this Choose Razme that I showed on a prior video. Choose Razme 12 pack that came from Temu, and at the time I paid like $4.81, and then I got 59 cents back in credits. So it was like about $4. I don't love these. I have to say that I need them to be a little bit more pigmented. They glide on really easily, but the color is just kind of diffuse. What I'm going to try, and I'm not saying anybody should try this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to sharpen them to get the point better, and then I'm going to apply a little bit of heat to it just before prior to putting it on. I'm not telling anyone to do that, okay? I don't even know if that's a safe thing to do, so don't do it. Let me do it, and I'll let you know if that helps at all, okay? But you don't want to get it too hot. You'll burn your eye, so you have to be careful. That's why I don't think you should do it. I think we're going to keep looking for better eyeliners, and I will let you know when I find a better eyeliner. Okay, so we're trying these. These didn't come in as many colors, but it's the same brand. Renee. Oh, no, that's Razme. This is Renee. Okay, Dragon Renee. Boy, they really, if you're worried about things being sealed, no need to worry. They seal this makeup up so well that you almost can't get it out. And this is in the color 09. The color's right there on the edge. 09, it says. So let's look at it together. I haven't opened this yet. And what did I say I paid for this? I paid 78 cents after all my credits and things. So it looks like a lipstick, and it rolls up kind of like a lipstick. And there's the pen, and looks like it's in a purpley color. Let's try that. Okay, that's fairly well pigmented, I believe. That's like a purplish shade, number 9. Yeah, number 9. Okay. All right, let's see what else. Okay, the next thing was a necklace. It's just a cute little beaded necklace that I'm going to use to layer with my other summery necklaces, and this one is in a blue and pink. And that one, they were asking $4.59. I guess I paid $4.59 for this. It's kind of a lot. Compared to other Temu things, that's a little bit high. But I liked it, and I will layer this with other like seed beads and things like that for the summer. It's a nice bright light color. And I guess you guys, I did pay $4.59 on that. Okay. See what else. Oh, here's another one of these eye pencils, and this one is, I think it's in a blue tone. This is number 7. It's the same brand, Dragon Renee, R-A-N-E-E, Dragon Renee. And let me open this. And we're not going to dilly-dally, right? We're not going to dilly-dally. I don't know who makes these sayings up, but that's an old one. That's an old one, guys. I'm showing my age here when I talk about dilly-dallying. Do not dilly-dally, they used to say to us in school. Okay, let's see what this one is. This one is, oh, it's not, oh my God, it looks like purple again. Oh no, it's more of a, it's like a dark blue. More of a blue than a purple. I was going to say, God, oh, okay, you know what? That first one is like a violet purple, and this one is like a dark purple. I guess I got two purple ones, but they're slightly different, okay? And they go on very well. They seem very pigmented. I will recommend these as opposed to Choose Rasmi. I think these Dragon Renee, I think those are better, in my opinion. Okay, oh, and I did get one more, and this was, I paid 78 cents net for this one. And did I say what I paid on the last one? The last one was 78 cents net. And the first one, oh no. Oh, the first one I think was $1.61. I don't know if I said that. I don't know why the prices were different. Probably just because of credits I had or something, or when I put it in my cart. As I said, Temu's prices really fluctuate, so I don't know what good it does me to tell you how much I paid, but I think it may help you if I tell you what credit promotions I like and which ones I don't like. So, okay, here's the third one, and it's color 04. 04. Okay, and oh, this is a bright blue, like a sky blue. I like that. I find that like blue, it seems to brighten your eyes. And if you wear lipstick and you, like me, I don't have naturally white teeth, and then I also drink a whole host of coffees and teas. I think that using a blue toned, like a red that has blue undertones in it, will make your teeth look better than a red with like warm undertones. Make them look whiter, okay? All right, let's see what else. What else do we have here? Okay, these they were asking $7.72. I ended up paying $3.52. I think I had a pair of these in my last video in white. So these are another pair of these fleece-lined leggings. And they have a little tag on the front that just says fashion. Fashion. Okay, wasn't that a song by somebody? You know, I'm going to think about it. Okay, it has a fleece lining inside, as you can see. And I got the XXL, and my waist is 39.5. And I got to tell you, these are not too big. They just barely fit me. Okay, if they'd have been a little bit smaller, I would have had to ask for a refund and send them back. Okay, but I only paid $3.52, and I will wear them this winter. That's why I've noticed, like, last winter was very cold where I am, and I'm up here by the Great Lakes. And last winter was really a cold winter, and I noticed I just did not have enough warm slacks. So I found myself constantly wearing sweatpants. What I probably should have done is put long johns under my pants, but I felt some days was so cold, the jeans weren't warm enough, and leggings weren't warm enough. So this year I decided to purchase some of these lined leggings and see if that starts taking care of the trick. Because you can't really dress up with sweatpants. Although people say that pearls go with everything. I don't know. All right, this is $10.08 is what they were asking. I paid $4.60 net. And this is a cutie. Oh, love this top. It looks like a crocheted with a like a liner in it, like a white liner, but it's like crocheted flowers. Ah, love that. I love that. And this part, it has the liner, and the sleeves are just sheer. And it's just straight down, and that was in a 2XL in white. And let's see, what was the fabric here? What was the fabric here? Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness. Yikes. All right. The fabric was 100% polyester. Well, what do you know? What do you know? Am I annoying tonight? I feel like I'm annoying. All All right. Oh, we have a little bit more jewelry. All right. What do we have here? Oh, I think I showed this on a prior video, but I had to order another one because, and I did get a refund on it, and they did not make me send it back for the refund. But I used the refund to order another because the other one had 2 stones that had fallen off that were not in the package, so I couldn't fix it. Okay, this one actually had 1 stone falling off again, but I fixed it. The stone was in the package, thank goodness, but I'm saving the old necklace in case I lose stones, because it seems like with this particular style of necklace, it just seems like they don't stick very well. They don't stay on that well, the little stones, the orange stones. And it's really pretty. It's like orange stones making up the petal of the flowers, and then the center is little white rhinestones on a gold tone background. They were asking $6.94 for that, and I ended up paying a net of $5.88. And I might not have paid that much for this, but I did need the orange. I found that I was kind of lacking in orange jewelry, and some of it I didn't like very much, and this one I did like, okay? And that has a lobster claw back in case you're interested. Okay, the next thing. Okay, these are kind of like the beads I showed in my last video, but those were like a chartreuse, kind of translucent. These are a solid. They feel like a resin bead, and they're in a light green, kind of a lime green. Yeah, real pretty. I gave the other ones away as a gift, and these I'm going to keep, in case you're wondering why the world do I need 2 sets of these. I probably don't need anything, but yeah, I passed it on as a gift to a friend. Okay, this one is, with this necklace set, I thought this was kind of pricey, $9.74, and I had it in my cart for ages, and so they lowered it. I told you about that. They sometimes lower something in your cart. So when it went down to $3.26, I had to buy it. The only catch with Temu, though, is for things that are coming from Temu, which they do not charge shipping for, you need, at least right now anyways, you need a $20 order, or close to $20 before they'll let it go through. And in the other, in Shein, they usually want you to have a $29 order or pay the $3.99 shipping fee. So it's a little different. Okay, so this is the cute little set. Isn't that lovely? Isn't she lovely? Yeah, those are purple little, like, large rhinestones with the white rhinestones surrounding them. It is a bit dressy. And maybe I'll wear these when I go outside, and I'll do something like I'll wear this and an evening gown and go fly a kite. What do you think of that, guys? They might throw a net on me. I don't know. Maybe I won't do that. All right, this next one is in black. Well, it says black, but I thought I ordered blue. Well, they were asking $3.22, and I paid $1.18. Oh, this is the oh yeah, I did order a black and a brown. This is the eyeliner that has the, on one side, it has like a wedge to make it supposedly easier to put your eyeliner on. And as you can see over here, how I struggle. I can never get the right eye right, or the right eye right. I can get the left eye right, but I can't get the right eye right, if that makes any sense. So on one side, it kind of has this curled thing, and when you stamp it, it looks like that. So hopefully I can make a winged tip with that. And then on the other side of it, see, it folds and it goes around like this, and you can use it straight or you can fold it over. I'm not sure what the purpose of that is, but hey. Oh, both sides are winged. Well, that's interesting. So, oh, that one's thicker and bigger. So I'm guessing, depending how large you want your wing, I don't know. I'll have to practice with that and see if that's going to really help me or not. because I always have one eye that's kind of screwy when I do the eyeliner. So, and I thought the more I practiced, the better it would get, but it's always screwy when I do the right eye, and I just don't know why. Must have something to do with being left or right-handed. I'm right-handed. Okay, so then I got another one in there, and this one is brown, and I don't think I'm going to open it because it's the same as the black. It's just brown. Okay. And let's see. 118 and 120. Or, yeah, 118 and 120 were net what I paid. And I think the original prices were $322. Okay. Okay. I got another one of these ring holder boxes. It has like a glass lid so you can see through it, and I have two of these already, and so now I have a third one because I have no more space in the other ones. And this works great except for rings that are really wide bands. It doesn't really work so good for those, but it works great for thin to medium bands. And you just put, let me show you, just take your ring. This is a ring my sister got me from Shop the LC. It's really pretty. It has this dome purple on it. It reminds me for some strange reason of the Emerald City, even though it's not green, it's purple, in Wizard of Oz. Okay, so you just stick your ring in between two of these little things like that. See that in there. And again, they were asking $687. I paid $313 net after everything. Okay, so that was $313. What do we have here? What do we have? Okay, this was a 2-pack of shirts, and they were originally asking $29.49 for the two. But I ended up paying $10.65. I would not have paid $29.49. Even though that is 2 shirts and it's not an awful price, I still don't think I would have. I'm spoiled, and I've got to get a good price or I won't buy something. So these are really soft. The fabric is super soft. The arms are lace, and they lace up in the front. And I got a purple. And what size did I get on those? I got a 2XL. Okay, so I mean, see, that's not very big for a 2XL. Actually, it doesn't look like a 2XL, and I wear a US 1XL, and I find on Temu that a 1XL translates in America to a 2XL on Temu almost always. And then the other one is this blue color, purple and sky. They're calling the sky blue. It's a little darker than a sky blue, but really pretty. I love these. They're so soft. If you could feel this, man, you'd be like, oh, is that soft? Oh, is that soft? Okay, and there are the sheer arms and the lace up. Okay. You know, I heard this before I go to sleep, because I have a hard time sleeping. I've always had it since I was a kid. And it hasn't gotten better. It's gotten worse. So I lay down in a dark space with no lights on, and I listen to a podcast. And I was listening to a true crime podcast about this guy. I think it was in California. And he... There were neighbors that they always had their garage door open. They always had like a welcoming air about them, like anybody in the neighborhood want to come and stop by and talk, sit down in our garage with us. And unfortunately, this guy, I can't remember his name, I'm sorry about that, he killed both of them, and he cut them. I think he cut them up with knives, and he ate some of their flesh, like off their face. And I think they surmised that he was having a psychotic episode. But anyways, it's so unfortunate. And they both died, the couple. And it was sad. I listened to it. I guess that's not the most uplifting stuff in the world to listen to, but it keeps my attention enough for me to forget everything and then doze off, if that makes any sense. Okay, this blouse I had my eye on for quite a while because it has all this like embroidered, like these sort of embroidered flowers in a band that's sewed onto the blouse. And it has little eyelets, which I love. And there's little like flower pattern, raised flower pattern in the fabric. See that? And they have a little bit of a puff sleeve. There's some pleats up by the shoulder and a little bit of elastic around the cuffs, straight down. And I love that shirt. That one, that might be my favorite thing from this haul. They were asking $15.08. Net, I paid $4.95 or $6. $4.95 or $4.96. I can't read my own writing. Pretty bad when you can't read your own writing, right? Okay, this next top is a 2XL. Oh, this one I was a little disappointed in. They were asking $11.58. I only paid $3.79. I don't think I'm going to complain about it, but because $3.79, that's very cheap, even for Temu. It's kind of a flattish polyester, but it had these kind of these flared sleeves, which I do like because I do have large arms. And then there's this band here of rhinestones in the middle, but if you look carefully, you can see that a couple of them, like that one right there, a couple of them are out of whack. They're not lined up properly. Okay, but I guess, I don't know. So far I've decided not to really complain about it because I mean, I don't know. I don't want anyone to get in trouble for this. I think they have to work very quickly and it's easy to make a mistake. I don't even think it's, what do you think, guys? Tell me in the comments below. How obvious do you think that crooked rhinestone is there? I mean, I'm going to wear it anyways. But I just wondered what you think. All right. And considering all the things I buy and how few of them have something wrong with them, I like Temu. Okay, I paid $3.79. It was $11.58, but I paid $3.79. So that is not much at all. All right, this next one is, I paid $4.47. They were originally asking $10.62. Now on this one, I went a size up and got a 3X. I usually wear a US 1X, so on Temu that kind of translates to about a 2X, but I went ahead and got a 3X on this because it's a peplum style. And judging by the body of the shirt, I don't think it's going to be too large. It may be a little low cut, but I could wear a tank under it. It's like this red one that I have on right here. That was also from Temu. So it's like that, but it's in blue. And it has that little knot effect in the front there where it's gathered, and it's a peplum. Okay, and so the one I'm wearing right now I think is a 2X. I'll show you. That's the one I'm wearing right now. And it's the same style. So I got a 2X on. That's a 3X. I don't think it's going to be too large. I haven't tried it on yet. I've been lazy lately. This is a romper. It's rose red is the color. I always get the rompers in 3X because I'm very tall. I'm pretty tall. 5'8". That's fairly tall for a woman. And so I find like one-piece bathing suits, rompers, stuff like that, I have to go a size up. So I went a size up with this. This is so pretty. The colors on here. It's like pink and red. And it's a one-piece romper. It has like puffy sleeves with elastic around the cuff and a tiered bottom. I'll show you the bottom. It's like it has tiers, levels in it, and it's just a flat polyester. But I thought that the colors and the pattern were so pretty on that one. And when you don't want to think about matching and stuff, matchy when you don't want to think about matchy, you can just throw on, in the summer anyways, you could just throw on a little romper like that and go. And How much did I say I paid? I didn't say, did I? Okay, they were asking $17.89 with all my credits and everything. I paid $5.28 for that. Is it worth $17.89? I don't know. I mean, yeah, maybe when you're thinking about it, that it's an entire outfit, because it is like shorts and a top built into one romper. Yeah, that's not a terrible price. But of course, I got the credits again, so I'm going to talk about that here when I finish with this haul and tell you which promos I use or accept and which ones I've decided it weren't worth it for me. Okay, this is a top in a kind of a ditzy floral blue. They were asking $9.32. I got I paid $3.05 net. That's my net payment, and it's in a 2XL. I think I showed one of these on a prior video that was green, and I have a gray one, and so now I have a flowery. It's just that flat polyester, but it is pleated in the front, which gives it a little bit more style. And I like that these are very belly friendly styles, the style. Because with these pleats, you don't it doesn't cling to your belly and show your belly that much. And I need that, guys. I need that. 305. Yabba dabba doo. All right. What is this? Oh, this is some lace that I purchased to wear. Like, I could attach this to my bra, and then I would have like lace across here, like when I don't want anything to show right here, or if I think a top is too low cut or something like that. And it's just a long strip of lace. And they will sell them in little pieces that you can attach, but I just bought the whole thing and figured I can get a lot more play out of this, because I'm getting like a whole roll that looks like it's about maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 feet long in this black lace. And they do have white available also, like sometimes the white lace is better. Okay, so they were asking $5.24, and I only paid 91 cents for this, guys. And that is worth it. You can't beat that. And I can use that to adapt some of my tops that are too low cut. A lot of times I don't want a low cut top. I just put this top on for the video, because the top I was wearing, I got coffee on it. I'm always getting coffee on my tops. And I find if I rinse it right away, then it doesn't stain. So that's what I try to do. Okay, this last piece of jewelry in this bag they were asking $8.97. I ended up paying 99 cents out of pocket. And it's a black beaded, it's like a double strand of black beads with a flower on it there. A little flower. And I would say that this is not very long. It's probably a choker type. Yeah, I would say this isn't that long. It would probably become like a choker on me. The necklace I have on right now today, that was an old necklace. I'm not sure if that was from Avenue or the old dots or the old fashion bug. I really am not sure on that one, okay? But the shirt was a Temu. Okay, and yeah, I think I'm not gonna really try to put this on, but see, it's small. I may even have to use an extender on that. That's a choker for sure. And I think it's too short for my neck. So they give you a little bit of an extension on the end, but I actually think I may have to still add more to this, because it's pretty small. I would say it's probably like 14 inches in diameter, or in length rather, maybe 14, maybe even less than that. And it's pretty little. The beads, the black little beads are pretty. They're cut like in facets that catch the light. I love that. Okay, the next thing, we're moving right along. I don't know why it seems like I showed this before, but I know I had a similar top to this. They were asking $13.20. I wouldn't pay that for this. But I got 90 cents off of that, and I still think that was too much for this, because this is a real flat polyester. The only thing I like a lot about it are the sleeves with the Swiss dot tiered sleeves, and it has these 3 buttons in the top. They're faux buttons. They don't button anything together, and it's in this aqua color, and they're calling that baby blue, and it was a 2XL. And I could have actually gone up to a 3XL on this. I really could have. It's wearable. The only thing I noticed is that, like, these pleats kind of pucker out a little bit, and that's because I have a belly. I have a belly down here. Don't tell anyone I have a belly, but I have a belly. Okay, so I like that one. All right, what else do we have here? What do we have here? Okay, this one is a pastel blue. It's almost the same color as what I just showed. I guess I was going for aqua. And it's almost the same color as that. And it has 3 faux buttons up, kind of like sort of like a Henley. And it has these folded sleeves. And I think I got a 2X. If you buy this one, go up a size, because I definitely could have gone with the 3X for this. But it's not so tight that I can't wear it. It's just that I've noticed the shirts that, oh, there's a loose thread there. I've just noticed the shirts that have this sewn up fold over, they seem like they're a little smaller in the arms. So if arms are your problem space, like they are with me, maybe go up another size if you decide to buy that. And if you like any of the stuff in here, send me a comment below if there's any specific thing or things that you want links to so that you can perhaps buy them yourself. Request the link and I will send it in the comments below. Okay, now the next thing is looks black. No crap Sherlock, no SHIT Sherlock. Okay, $3.88, or I'm sorry, I paid $3.88. They were asking $8.81 prior to credits and promos and things like that. And it's a 3XL. Okay, what is it? Oh, okay, it's kind of like a cold shoulder top. I don't know if those are in style anymore, but I personally wear what I like. I don't really try to follow trends and styles, because I mean, they change every year or two and then they come back in, and I'm not going to keep like throwing out clothes and then trying to get everything in the newest style. I'm not going to do that. I'm too old for that. I don't have time for that nonsense. I don't have money for that. Why do you think I shop at Temu and Shein? Because the prices are good. So no, I'm not going to do that. And but I like the little cold shoulder top for summer, because I don't love my arms, and this will cover the worst part of my arm, but it will let the shoulder show, which just makes the top a little cooler. This is a very soft top. It's not like that real flat poly, you know. It's more like it's stretchy fabric. I'm sure it is polyester. Let me see what it's made of. But like, it's not like those 2 last blue ones that were just, well, that the last blue one that I showed right here, it does have ribbing in the fabric. I don't know if you can see that. There's like ribbing, and so there's kind of a raised texture. This one here, before that one, is just a flat poly. It's just that flat polyester fabric. And then this one feels like a knit, but I'm sure it's poly, 100% polyester. It is very stretchy though, and I got it in a 3X, and I think they did have different colors. Okay, guys, all right, getting near the end. 610. Oh, you know what this is? I talked about this in a prior video. I have a friend that's incontinent, and you know, just to keep my car, she you know, she'll wear Depends, but just to be on the safe side, I have a bag right now on my seat, and I don't want that because it sloshes around and it's a pain. Who wants to sit on a bag? So this is a seat cover that is like plastic, so that anything that spills on it will not get through it and get on your seat. And you have these straps that allow you to, I guess you clasp it. Not sure how you do it. Okay, I don't know, but there's a little thing that you press to release it. So it has like a strap, and what you do is then you tuck that over your headrests, and that'll keep it on the seat. And it's just a seat. It's just a seat, single seat cover is what it is. And I also got another one. This one they were asking $610. I paid $260. So for $260 to save your seat, it's worth it. And then I got a larger one, or maybe that's the larger one. Okay, and that actually has a zipper. So I don't know. I'll have to put that in my car and see how you exactly put that on. I'll have to figure that out. And then I got a smaller one. That's for the back seat. And she also has a brother-in-law living with her that is, he's mentally challenged, and, you know, he has developmental type disabilities. And, you know, once in a while, he won't make it to the bathroom. Not usually, but once in a while. So when we take him out also, I got one of these that just go over a seat, like one seat in the front. And it also has that clasp that I don't understand how to do it yet, but it has a clasp, and it's just like a straight down cover. So I'm going to put that one on the front and the other one in the back. And this one was only they were asking $325. I paid $139 on that one, guys. Okay. All right, we're getting near the end. Okay, this, another, I overdo it. Another aqua top. They were asking $9. I ended up paying $3.96. So this is kind of an aqua t-shirt with like an ombre effect, because it's aqua up at the tight, and then it top, and then it turns more into like a green near the bottom. And it's in a 3XL, but it is not really t-shirt material. It's that polyester. I don't know if I'm crazy about that for a t-shirt. I won't wear it when the weather is very hot, because I'll sweat in it. But you know, as wearing something in the fall and wearing it over things, it's good for that. And it's 100% poly. It's very stretchable. And I did get it larger because I like my t-shirts large. I did get a 3X, which will be nice and roomy on me. And let's see, is there anything else? Another thing right here. Oh, a couple more things. Okay, this is a blouse a lot like that other white one I showed that had the crochet outer with a shell. But this one is pretty much the same, but it's long sleeved. It's long sleeved instead of short, and it doesn't have the crochet mesh in the back. It only has it in the front. In the back, it's just a plain white. And I got a 3XL in that because I wanted it loose, and it is. It hangs over. And so I have one with long sleeves now and one with short sleeves. And last but not least is I think this is a tank top. Just a plain white tank top that I find I never have enough of, because I can wear them when it's hot, and then I can also wear them under things. And so it's just a plain white tank with a little bit of lace around the arms and around the neck. And they were asking $7.09, and I paid $2.43. Okay, that's it for this haul. Let me tell you about the Shein promos. Okay, there's two promos on Temu. This is a Temu haul. I have to remind myself, not Shein. We're talking about Temu. On Temu or Temu, there is a variety of promotions. There's this like big spinning wheel. I never click on that. I mean, it whenever you play a game online or you go on watch YouTube, it'll just pop up and it wants you to click on the wheel. I don't click on that. What I do go for is there is a no threshold coupon And there's one promo in a no threshold coupon that I think is great. It will offer something like $160 is the highest amount for the credits. So it is kind of a different spinning wheel. It looks like a spinning wheel with cards, like playing cards, kind of fanned out. And that one, whenever you spin it, you automatically get the highest amount, and it'll say right in small print on the bottom, everyone gets the best result. So I click on that one, and that one will give you $160 in credits over a 2-week period. Now you can't combine them all. You have to use each credit with each purchase, okay? But the first credit, I believe, is $10 on day one. And so the Temu minimum that you have to buy is $20. So really what you have to have is $30 worth of goods in your cart. And then you can apply the $10 and then get $20 or get $30 of stuff for $20. It's the way the $10 works. Now, the next day, the second day, it's 23. It's usually 20 and then they tack on 3 more. I don't know, just to make it seem more enticing. So that one, you'll get $23 in credits that you can use. I think each one you get like a couple days to use it after you click on it. But the trick with this promo is every day you have to come back. And if you want to find this promo on Temu, type in get 100. Type in get 100, and I'm pretty sure it will offer you that promo. If you go to Temu and you go to the search line and you type in GET 100, get 100. And to me, right now, I mean, in my opinion, that's the best promo they have going, because this, like, the first day you get 10, the second day you get 23. You can't combine them though. Like, you can use 10 off of a purchase, you can use 23 off of another purchase. And on the final day of the 2 weeks, you get $60 in credit. That is no joke. That is $60. So when you have that $60 credit at the end, and notice it's at the end, because if you don't come back one day and type in get 100 to claim your coupon for that day, you lose all of them from then on. So that's why they put it on the last day. But on that last day, you'll be able to buy $80 in products basically for $20. You'll apply that $60 credit. You still have to, Temu still has a minimum of $20 minimum, at least here in the US. So you'll have to still spend at least 20, but you can pack your cart full of $80 things, and then you apply the $60 credit. And usually it applies it automatically. So you'll wonder why I'm putting these things in my cart and they're really cheap. Well, that's because they kind of prorated among the items, the $60. But that is really what you're getting. You're getting $60 off of 80 or off of 100, or as much as you want to spend, you'll get 60 off. But it has to be at least $20 overall that you're paying. Okay, the two other promos that I avoid altogether. There's one that will say get cash immediately to your PayPal, and then it'll offer you like I forgot how much it'll offer. But anyways, it'll just say, would you like to get cash to your PayPal? Well, what that one does is it's screwy, because what you have to do is you have to buy a certain amount to get into the credit or whatever, but then you have to make a subsequent purchase to make up, like, it'll give you 90, it'll say you have earned 96 of the 100 credits. You only need $4 more in credits to get the $100 of credits. But the problem with it is it will give you, like, say you get 96 right off the top. And then it'll say, in your first purchase, we will give you $2.70 extra in credits, and then you have to buy things to make it up to 100. The problem with it is, if you read the fine print, they're giving you like 0.2% or something of your purchase beyond that extra $2 or whatever they're giving you. So even though you only need to make up like a dollar something to get the full 100, I feel like I can never get there because you're getting such a small percentage beyond that. And I haven't quite figured it and sat down and figured it out yet, but I did it in my head, and it kind of seemed like I almost would have to buy over $100 of stuff just to get those last couple dollars. So I don't mess around with that one, guys. The other one that I don't really mess around, it'll tell you you'll get a $20 no threshold coupon. Or it'll give you 2 free things and a $10 no threshold coupon. The one that I clicked on like that, it gave me $10 of credits back, but just like the one that I told you for 163 credits, it was spaced out over several days, but it being like a $10 or $20 spaced out over several days, that's crap. I mean, that's like $2 or $3 per purchase that you can get off. So I don't mess with that. And the one that I really like is, and I think it's excellent, is that Get 100. Okay, guys, so just beware if you are offered some of the promos, if you can recognize the ones that I said I really didn't like, but that's up to you if you think you could make them work for you. I mean, everybody's different. But for me, what works the best for me is when they offer the 160 in credits, and they spread it over 2 weeks, but still the amounts that you're getting each day are at least 5, and there's several days where it's either 20 or there's a couple days. There's a day where it's 20. There's a day where it's 23. There's a day where it's 10. And then the final one is like $60, which is seriously good. Okay. All right. Let me tell a quick dating story because this is getting really long here. I'm getting long-winded. Okay, there was a guy I met. Now, I don't remember the origin of this man. Like, I don't know if it was through an online thing, or it may have been that I met him at a singles dance, because they used to have these singles dances in our area. And I don't think they do that anymore. I think it all kind of died with COVID. I wish they would bring that back. Because they were fun, even if you didn't meet anyone. It was just fun, you know. You could go if you didn't have anyone to go with. It was fine because everybody was, you know, unattached and whatnot. So I went to this, I think that's where I met this guy. I'm not 100%, but that's where I think I met him. And he was much older than me. And at the time I was in my 40s and he was like 61 or 2. And I didn't think I'd go out with him in a serious way because of our age difference. Okay, but that's you know, per your judgment. But for me, it didn't feel like I would be serious about him, and I kind of told him that right from the beginning. I said, "Oh, you're a lot older than me, and I don't think I could be serious." So that night, we later went to another bar that had a dance floor, and we were dancing. And I believe it was New Year's Eve. I think there was a singles party on New Year's Eve, and then we went, and then they closed at around midnight at like 12:30 after the ball dropped and everything, and we toasted a champagne toast. And then he's like, "Hey, do you want to go to somewhere after?" And I said, "All right, I'll meet you." And we decided to meet up at the second venue. I would not have gotten in his car, and vice versa. I wouldn't have let him in my car. But we went to a second venue, and we were dancing and everything, and it was a lot of fun. So he asked me out, and I said, "Well, you know, I'm not really sure that I said, you know, we have a big age difference. I don't think I'm very attractive in that way, you know." And he's like, "No, I understand, but we could still hang out." And I said, "All right, sure." So we ended up going out again, and we almost got into an argument because after that, he wanted me to come to his house. Like, he'd call me and go, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm cleaning the house, or I'm doing whatever." And he'd go, "Well, why don't you come over?" And I said, "You know, I wouldn't feel comfortable coming to your house, and it's not for me." And so I remember that I didn't hear from him for a while, and then he called me again and he said he really wanted to go out to eat that night and would I like to come? And I said, well, I just want you to know, I still don't feel that I'm going to come to your house or anything like that. And I said, I still don't really have like feelings that this is going to go far. And he's like, oh, no, that's okay. I don't care. I just want to go have dinner. I said, all right. So I think we went to like a TGI Fridays or an Applebee's or something where there was a shopping plaza also there. And he offered to pay my dinner and I said, no, I'd rather do a Dutch treat. And that way, like, there's no misunderstanding. But he kept insisting he pay. And I just kept, I kept saying no, but I think he was almost getting mad at me. So I said, I'll let you pay, but that doesn't change anything. I don't want you to think, because I really don't want to take advantage of people. I don't like that. All right. I don't want hurt feelings or nothing like that. And that's best. I think that's the best advice for everyone. Keep your independence, because if it goes south, you don't want to hurt anyone, or make them angry or anything like that. So he insisted on paying, and I didn't get anything terribly expensive, because even when somebody pays for me, I tend to go with a bargain deal or whatever. Okay, so after we ate, we started walking out, and I don't know if you've ever noticed, like in some of these restaurants, there's like a door, an outer door, and then there's like an inner door, and there's like a small little area in between the doors, and then you're in the restaurant. You have to kind of keep the draft out of the restaurant. There's two sets of doors. So we were walking toward the door, and he asked me to come over, and I said, no. I said, I told you I didn't want to come to your house. And I said, I still don't want to. Well, right then we got in between the two doors, and there was like a younger couple coming in. And all of a sudden he blurts out, I'm 62 years old and I'm not going to play games. And I said, I'm not playing games either. And I'm not comfortable coming to your house. And these people looked at us and I think they thought we were insane, because that sounds like something you say when you're a teenager, like, I'm not ready for that. And they were just like trying not to laugh at us. And I think he got over it, and we remained friends for a while, but we never embarked on any kind of romantic relationship. Okay, guys, that's my dating story for tonight. These dating stories so far are true. They are true, and almost all of them have been my story. So, yeah, I may run out of stories one day, but right now I still have more. So please check in again. And if you would do me a huge favor, if you like the video, please hit subscribe and please leave a comment. Let me know what you liked. Let me know what you want to see more of. Let me know if you need a link or whatever. Let me know. Okay, guys, have a good night. Bye.